So here's some reminders about two-person officiating. Two-person officiating, in my opinion, is harder than three-person officiating because you have one less official and much larger primary coverage areas to cover. So I just want to give some tidbits and some observations I've made in the last few seasons in games that I've watched where there's a two-person crew. Number one, on defensive fouls, the non-calling official should be present in between opposing players while your partner is reporting the foul. 2, don't hit and run. And by that I mean don't call a foul and immediately go to the reporting area. You don't give your partner an opportunity to get between opposing players and make sure we don't have any dead ball situations which require technical fouls and so forth. 3, after we issue a timeout, we both should be a physical and verbal presence between opposing players. If they hustle, give an opportunity to get to their benches and their proper timeout areas before starting the timeout clock. 4, we have appropriate positions during timeouts. The correct ball spot, and the division line circle, top of the division line circle. 5, if we're not rotating on defensive fouls in the front court, we're being lazy. We're not doing our job, and we're not being accountable to those that we need to be accountable to, including our partners, the coaches, the players, and the game. 6, if we're not rotating when necessary on dead balls after violations, same thing. We're being lazy. We're not being accountable to ourselves, our partners, the coaches, the players, and the game. 7, don't call violations in your partner's primary coverage area, especially if they're not obvious. If it's an obvious violation, it creates an illegal disadvantage to a defender, and your partner misses it, that's one thing. Otherwise, stay away from it. 8, the possibility of double whistles and two-person officiating is high. So when you blow your whistle, take a quick peek at your partner. See if he or she has anything. 9, why are we going all the way to the table to report fouls and timeouts? We have a large reporting area. Use it. Don't put yourself in a bad position, especially on fouls and the coaches are already irate or fans are already irate. Use your reporting area. 10, keep an open line of communication as long as it's respectful with coaches and players. It is the best asset in any ball game, but especially ball games that are close and come down to the last few seconds in regulation or overtime, or come down to the last possession. That open line of communication should go both ways and be respectful. 11, stop being lazy and not moving to the correct ball spots on dead balls, especially on violations. If the trail official correctly calls a traveling violation, a illegal dribble, or palming violation, and the violation occurs outside the three-point arc near the sideline, why are we having our new trails or lead officials administering the throw in from the end line? Are we that lazy? Do we not want to be accountable? What if we're near the end of the ball game and the game is still in doubt? We've now penalized the new offense. 11, be strong with your signals, be crisp with your signals, and be strong with your voice. It's 2 of us versus 3 of us, so we must be a strong team. 13, know the status of the alternating possession. If we get an alternating possession wrong, we impact the ball game, and we can impact the ball game negatively at the end of a ball game where the game is still in doubt, and now we have the team that is receiving the possession be the incorrect team receiving the possession because we got the alternating possession wrong in the second quarter. 14, have game awareness. Know who has the alternating possession. Know if a team is in a bonus foul situation. Know that the star player has this many fouls and they'll be disqualified if they receive the next foul or the next 2 fouls. Know the timeouts that each team has remaining. Do you know if a coach wants to take a timeout if they make this shot? Or do you know that a coach wants to take a timeout if the last free throw is made? That's game awareness. Hustle and get to your initial starting position as much as possible. When we hustle and we get to our correct position, we make accurate rulings 90 to 95% of the time. Referee the defense. This is my super pet peeve in two-person officiating. Well, officiating, period, but especially in two-person where we need to be good and right. We're eyeballing the ball handler dribbler the entire possession or the entire time while the ball handler dribbler is moving or driving. And then we have contact that we deem illegal and we call a foul on the defense. And we never stop to take a look at the defender in question and determine their legality. If we don't know any other rule, we should know our guardian rule.